Right. Okay. Okay, so we started. Right. I'm hopping back on Bastion. I may have a bit of a cold, so if I sound off, that's why. Right. Okay. Let's continue the story. Wait. Okay, yep. Single crushing blow to a foe of at least 70 damage.
We built the city strong. Now there's only two of us.
Countryside. Thanks. Okay. With land pieces through travel and exploration. Defeat a wide number of different species of beast. While defending, while using secret skills. Injured.
Come on, give the little tyke a break. He ain't all that shy. We talk a little here and there.
Okay, and then yeah, causing a flow of projectiles to rain down in the area. Direction. Mine squirt law. Okay, I think we need to go to the Skyway. Okay, we're gonna get our dice to keep count. And I think I remember how this goes. Right, haven't got top score yet. That's not good. And prize. Or 700 or more. Okay, I'm going to go back to Bastion and play around with the hand pistols. Modifiers. See what I can find. See what I can do. That's the word I want. Capacity, bullet scatter eliminated. 100% damage, faster reload. Huh. Okay. In the range. No. Okay. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. 10. Okay. So that means we need to get 70. Okay. We need to get an average of 70. Nope. Okay, we're behind on the curve. Still behind. Okay. We're not pulling this off. 7 times 4, no, that shouldn't. Oh boy, that was bad. Okay. Okay. Oh, that was close. Okay. Let's try one more time. Okay. Okay. I think we're a little bit ahead right now. It all comes down to this one. Is either last or second to last. Okay. Okay. We'll try that later. Okay. Oh, hey, it's night time. Okay. Dawson Bog.
The less said about Dawson Bog, the better. That place will eat your mind.
Okay. Eat your mind. That's...
After Zolf's little episode, Kid sets off in search of shards. First stop, Dawson Bog. You'll get lost in that bog, I told the kid, and I won't be able to guide you back. Well, I let him go. What else could I do? What could any of us do? Zolf put us in a real bind. Hurt the Bastion bad. But the shards can make it better. They're like smaller doses of the core's medicine. Shame the only place to fill that prescription is out here in the wilds. This place is intoxicating.
Huh. Wild unknown spanned much of the continent, tempting the city with its riches and mysteries. Oh boy.
Don't know where he's gone. Might be gone for good, for all I know. Wherever he is, somewhere I've never been, somewhere I never want to go. The dead welcome him with open arms. Kid pops him a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a lonesome ghost of a gas fella. What do you say to a kid who's seen too much? I'm Zolf of Ura. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Now the kid sees something stranger still. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds peckers, lunkheads, wallflowers, pincushions, pineapples, swamp weeds, egg-layers. There's no way out. Now the Bastion can send them even farther into the wild unknown.
Oh.
It sets foot inside one of Ceylondia's famous watering holes. He has the nerve to flash the shield he stole. He's a petty thief. The security's just getting to see him now. see, it's where the calamity failed. Would you look at what he did to poor old Ronnie, the bartender? Proper story's supposed to start at the beginning. It's so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world's alright, snoozing there on a rock in the sky. He wakes up. I'm just fooling. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. He sees what's left of Piff, the bull. The gods, they're all undone. He sees what's left of his lifelong friend. His friend, he's come undone too. He sees what's left undone.
Take wood. Nice wood. Okay. Rest. Oh, this is... found to spend shards on a variety of items, whatever they are.
Thought we'd lost him, but he finally comes to. The shard ain't lost either, not anymore. Now to find a ticket out of this hole. Disgusting things. Ever heard of a lung blossom? It's bigger than the stories say. About to be playing food just yet. it down the sides somehow. Mother only knows what happened in the bog. Kid never much cared to speak of it.
Try invoking more idols at the shrine. You know what? I'm gonna uninvoke them. I'm not here to challenge myself today. Not with this.
A shard is like a poor man's core, but beggars can't be choosers. That's it. A few more shards like that, and we'll be back in business. A single shard can breathe new life into this place. The shard's got enough juice to spruce up any of these places.
True Force grants access to 2 additional upgrade tiers, unlocking the full potential of each weapon. Foundation. Potent spirits from a private reserve. So most elusive members of the Pantheon. A variety of new visuals in remembrance of calamity. Including new spirits. Almost next door to the Trapper Snare, a powerful secret skill.
Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city.
Okay.
Arrows like that can practically find their own way.
Okay. Right. Something pointy, something fancy, something foul, something burnt, something wrong.
Keep your chin up, kid. I tell him, never could ask for a song. The city tried to use the shards to stake out the wilds. So much for that plan.
Okay, we'll try the thing arrange one more time. And then go from there. Okay, 140. 210. 280. Then 350. Right, 402. 420, then 490. Then 506. See? Then 600 and... I don't know my 7 times tables. Okay. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 41, 48, 42, 49, Just getting my times tables wrong. Okay, 49 is 56. Then 63. And then 70. So, yeah, times 100. Okay. Ralphus Lagoon, folk tales say this is where the legendary Ankle Gator Queen resides.
Rothus Lagoon. Even the brushers stopped going there. Didn't like being eaten.
The ancient one resides in Ralphus Lagoon. Huh. Ankle Gators. How am I gonna
Ankle
face it?
gators used to roam the wilds, and they nested at Rothus Lagoon. Many a tale folks used to scare their children straight originated here. All kinds of beasts with don't know up from down, still lurking about. Only the city's brushers knew their way around the lagoon. These beasts, they don't like company. Even the brushers learned to fear this place. They used to think that ankle gators were extinct.
Okay.
Well, they ain't. One of them's been living in the tall grass. They called her Queen Anne. The lagoon's got plenty of other dangers, of course. Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things. Know what smells worse than an ankle gator's breath? A stinkweed. Ain't time for pecker hunting, but the kid can't resist. Can't fight Queen Anne without the proper tools. The brushers use their pikes to keep their distance around here. Now the kid can do the same. They say you can't hurt an ankle gator unless it's raining. And it ain't raining. Sharp sticks make Queen Anne nervous, so she backs off a bit. Kid's got a mean throwing arm.
Ah, just a sec. Okay.
Most of those peckers are smart enough to stay out of Queen Anne's way. Can't get hasty in a place like this. Those pin cushions been living off the ankle gator scraps. Queen Anne can't fit down some of these narrow paths. Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap. One bad step in that tall grass, and it's Queen Anne's lunch. He holds his ground. Seems the Queen's running out of options. Still no sign of the shard.
Decoy kit that draws further attention and extended nearly invisible setting.
The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. Kid's gotta make a run for it. Those leaping lunkheads don't like Queen Anne any better than the kid. They make a tasty snack. That old gator's right on his tail. Queenie must have scared a bunch of peckers out of hiding. Seems even stinkweeds know to stay away from the Queen. Bad idea to walk in gator grass.
Okay, the egg.
Gators don't much care for their young. That's why there ain't many around. Wanna know how to find an ankle gator lair? You use a kid as bait. Now she's coming for him. She's got nowhere else to go. The shard's sitting in plain view. They say if you run across an ankle gator, you better keep running. She's starting to get annoyed. And now he's made her mad.
Oh well.
Kid's done what needed to be done.
So structures in the Bastion. I think.
Queen Anne's reign is over. We even got a crown jewel.
Ankle-gator egg. Ask Z about the massive egg from Ralph's Lagoon. Ankle-gator could be tamed.
That gator's a crazy gal, but so is the gal who promised to look after her.
Anything like this?
They said Queen Anne was just a folktale. Now there's living proof she ain't.
I'm sorry, we got a pet ankle-gator.
Still no mail. Go figure. All that trouble for a single shard. But you know what? It was worth it. Well, she's cute now. Just you wait.
Like vault. Okay.
The memorial may be finished, but our part is far from over.
Quickly put 12 bullets to the foe without missing. Pierce a foe with a thrust, then quickly finish it with a throw. Use forge to upgrade several weapons to that level.
A forge can fashion anything.
Then 10,000 fragments.
The city, its riches, nothing but fragments now.
Okay, create every structure in the Bastion. Upgrades. Well, with at least one shrine idol activated.
The faith. Mother, this one's for you. Sometimes I want to ask him, why do any of this? The truth is, I don't want to know.
Something nasty.
Takes a careful touch to rattle those bones like that.
Full hit chance, faster throw
To
reload.
fix a brusher's pike, you just need a good length of knife bark. Don't want that thing leaving your hands until you decide it's time. The next shard should be farther out there in the wilds.
Okay. 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 Huh. I did it!
Kid's the fastest
Yes!
guy I've ever seen.
Okay, Sling a Storm. Okay.
He blew through slinger range like it was nothing. The dynasty, to the families of the city, all reunited.
Okay. Full-on combat in this training area. Okay. Russia's pike has excellent reach and can be thrown in the off chance that reach is insufficient.
To prepare for the wilds, Ceylonia's brushless practice at Camp Donce. Had to navigate a maze of pincushions with nothing but a pike.
Activate all 6 switches quickly.
It's a dangerous test for a dangerous job. Sometimes the course was brutal. Health tonics were off limits at Camp Donce. They said they made you weak. The rules said he couldn't use any fancy footwork, just your brains and your pike. Just getting through the course in one piece was an accomplishment.
Okay. Under 90 seconds, which is a minute and a half. So,
The brushers were Ceylonia's field agents.
probably we want under a minute.
You had to find a path through the maze as quick as you could. One well-placed throw could take out several of those ugly critters.
Okay. Thought so. Okay. That's...
Prep for the course, the brushers could modify their pikes however they want. There wasn't time to squash every pincushion, just the ones in the way.
Okay. Okay.
Once you started the course, they made you finish.
Right. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, and we need to go to a Skyway and arrange our tonics accordingly. Distillery. Stuff to make us move faster. And possibly increase damage at full health. Right, okay.
You can see why the brushers prize those pikes of theirs.
I'm about to sneeze. Just okay. Bolts ricochet on contact. Bolts seek out foes.
You don't want to know what he did to that thing. But believe me, it works.
Landing critters, tracking critters. Voracious critters living in each bolt cause bolts to automatically track targets. Parasitic creatures living in each bolt causes ricochets on contact. Reinforced piston, multi-piston. Hollowed chamber for extra capacity, or grooved chamber for improved reload. Flurry bolts or heavy bolts, so we've got double clip rather than speed clip. Heavy bolts, hollowed chamber, reinforced piston, and tracking critters. We've put critters in the bolt. Brusher bindings, faster frost attacks, throw attacks kill stun, attacks kills knockback.
Gotta make sure the pointy end's fastened on real tight.
Weapon, once used for working recreation. Scumbag tip. Serrated edge, combat handle, launch handle. Okay. Sledgehead or battlehead. Extended grip. Alloy shaft. Rifle barrel. Decreased spread but increased range. Increased spread but decreased range. Extra damage. 2 long range damage. Extra ammo capacity or eliminate bullet scatter. Reload, higher damage. Oh.
Stay absinthe is like drinking a cool breeze. Just don't go spitting needles everywhere.
Okay. One more attempt at this. Okay. Didn't succeed, but we'll... Ah well, we'll come back to this later. I think the ware whiskey might not be a bad idea for that. We could get it set up to maximize critical damage. Well. Right, I forgot it doesn't change your equipment. Okay. Okay, dread rum. Okay, liquor. Cool. Okay. Quickly put 12 shots in. Reach level 5 and Bastion. Double exploration. Swift devastating shot. Aimed straight for those most vulnerable parts. Slinger storm, bolt burst.
Kid must think he's the fastest shot in all the land. He probably is.
Okay. Oh yeah, we got juice.
The past. Only good thing ever come out of the past is history. Up with a kid. Hardly had a moment's rest since all this started. Fair to say he's led a hard life, supposing what he says in his sleep ain't no lie. Never knew his old man, but he had his mama to take care of. Frail thing with pure white hair like his. Having his mama's hair did the kid no favors while he was growing up, but he learned to hold his own out there. signs up for a turn on the rippling walls. Make his mama some money. Thanks to folks like the kid, the walls kept Zealandia safe from whatever's out there. The elements, the earth, you name it. Once the kid done his time, he hurried on home. Turns out his mama's time was done too. The city had nothing for him. The money he'd been sending home was nowhere to be found either. So what'd the kid do? Why, he went right on back to the walls for another 5 years. In the history of Zealandia, nobody's ever volunteered for a second shift on the walls. Out there, kid learned to fend for himself, learn to build,
Learn to break.
In time, the kid earned good standing with the marshals. They trusted him to scout out farther than anybody.
Okay.
One night, on one of his expeditions, the ground beneath him shuddered, cracked, and split apart. He saw nothing where the world used to be. The calamity happened just like that. All the kid had to work with was his hammer and the clothes on his back. Through twisted streets, he ran with nothing but the city crest and an old stranger's voice to guide him.
Ah, whoops. Ah!
Finally arrived at Zealandia's vaunted safe haven. He and no one
Who
else.
knows?
got was more thankless work from a man who ain't even asked his name.
Yeah, that was kind of harsh.
Sure, I may be the one who dreamt up the walls and the Bastion, but the kid made them real. Not me. I'd like to say I'll never forget him, or what he's doing, what he's done. I surely would.
Okay, and fall off the edge. Ancestors watched over the city and all its affairs, employing the brightest minds in the land. Well, that was nice.
The slingers, the wilds, what they're calling.
Okay.
Over there's Camp Dauncey, where the brushers steeled themselves for secret missions.
No, this is where we're going.
Point Lemaine's Grand Rail once brought the riches of the wild right to our doorstep.
Somewhere inside the city's largest outburst in the wild unknown. Wait, okay, nope.
Know how Caelondia became the richest city in the world? 2 words. Point Lemaine. If the wilds could ever be tamed, it's gonna happen right here. The Army's triggers once had the place on lockdown.
Army carbine. Okay.
Might as well pick up where they left off. Blam. Just like my fighting days. Gun like that can even put the wilds in check. Point Lemaine seen better days for sure, but it ain't done. Whole place shudders in a fit. The Grand Rail of Point Lemaine. Not only is it still there, it still works. Of course, it's no longer shipping hides and alloys and spices, but it can give the kid a lift. Just as long as he can stay clear of the trouble on the tracks. Grand Rail's all grown over with things of calamity chewed up and spat out. Things eager to take back their turf. one of those things slip by. Lunkheads settled in like they owned the place. Takes fancy footwork on the rail, but with wallflowers, coughing fungus everywhere.
Okay, let's go down here. Yeah, cool.
Place used to be closed off, but now it's split open like a rotten pineapple.
Okay. Huh.
Of course, the Grand Rail's seen much more fighting in bygone times. Near on 50 years ago, first shots fired in the Celanian War.
Mhm.
It was right here that Zolf's forefathers decided to mix it up.
Hmm.
Okay, so maybe we didn't get their sign-off on the whole Grand Rail thing. That was bad.
Yeah.
The rail must have shook the Ura to the bone down in those dens of theirs. Well, the rail won't last much longer now that the kid took the shard. It's still got one good run in store for you. All the rotten wood there on the rails turned it into swamp weed central. Ever tried dancing side to side while holding your breath? While shooting a genuine registered on the carbine? While choking on swamp weed? While beggars trying to flick you in the eye? Well, let me tell you, it ain't fun. swamp weed out of those boots for days. Turns out he's got company up at the radio station, waiting for him. Not just another wallflower, pincushion, mind you. At first, he thinks it's Zolf. Turns out he's wrong. This is for you, says the man. Then wham.
Huh.
When the kid comes to, the man's long gone, but something else is there. The only words Kid recognizes on that parchment are for Zia. Well, what's a kid to do?
Okay.
He took the shard, he took the hit, and he took that note.
Must use mighty battering rams in an attempt to smash the rippling walls.
That note cuts straight to the heart of things, don't it?
The butter ceramic stock pot.
Finding gourmet ingredients ain't easy these days, but we'll take what we can get. The note says it plain. Zia, go east to learn the truth about the calamity and our people. I'll be waiting. Sincerely, Zolf. Zolf's messenger was one of his people. Wonder just how many of them survived. And what exactly Zolf told him.
Defeat a foe with a single power shot from an extreme range. Gain enough experience to reach level 5.
We haven't lost everything, as long as we have that. No more fooling around. Time to roll out the big guns and get this over with.
Okay.
A solid frame can put an extra sting in every slice.
Reinforced spine, split spine. Power tuning, speed tuning.
That's the way to make every shot count. Even the army never issued carbines in such fine shape.
Okay. Elongated liquor.
Kid arrives just in time to sample Zia's famous cooking. He wolfs down too much too fast, and it all goes to his head.
Okay. Next stop, who knows where? Oh, cool.
I've said a lot about the kid, but he ain't the only one wrapped up in all this. What's he thinking? Well, let me see if I got this straight. I only heard it once. Once there was a normal Ura girl, but she wasn't born in the Tassel terminals like the rest of her people. She was from Ceylania. Her folks were orphaned in the war, taken in and raised inside the city, on condition they would never return to the terminals. Refugees who came into the city had to stay for life. It was a way to reduce the risk of city secrets leaking out. The mama passed away from birthing complications, leaving the girl trapped inside that city with no one but her father. Father was sharper than a brusher's pike, so he got a job working for the city's mancers. His daughter barely saw him. Her father told her nothing of her Ura heritage. He told her nothing of the Mansers. It's for your own good, he said. She took to studying the arts, learned more through music than history books, gained a knack for strings and songs. At first, she tried to be like other girls, but her classmates spread word that her father was an Ura trader, selling out the city. One young man stood up for her, or so he led her to believe. He knew much of her heritage, and she grew fond of him.
That's ominous.
To take him to a family den to meet her father. Spoke of how he wanted to meet a man from the terminals. When the young man greeted her father in the Ura's native language, her father flew into a fit of rage and threw them out. The young man never told her that the Ura's native language is not to be used by foreigners. To do so is a terrible insult. was then that she decided to escape. The two of them could flee the city together and go to the Tassel terminals. Inside a garbage bin until it got ingested by a scumbag. Then let him slosh on out of the city for disposal.
Okay.
But the authorities were already there when that scumbag sidled up to the city walls. The young man had sent the authorities a tip. Told him her father was using her to sell secrets to the Tassel terminals. She and her father were arrested for treason, but her father got a deal. Returned to work for the Mansers, and she'd go free.
I dig my hole, you build a wall. I dig my hole, you build a wall.
Before they parted ways for the last time, her father whispered a desperate plea. Hurry home to the den and lock yourself in.
Don't build that city on a hill. That city on a hill. Someday those tears are gonna spill. So build that wall and build it strong. 'Cause we'll be there before too long. Come build that wall up to the sky.
She did as she was told, and deep down underground inside that den, she found a journal written in her father's hand.
Someday your bird is gonna fly. Don't build that wall until it's done. Don't build
The
that.
next day, the door to the den turned to ash. The girl came up for air, and she saw the calamity all around her.
Huh. Cool. Okay. Bastion to fight beasts of the wild in who knows where. Oh, ceramic. I assumed it was metal.
When the kid wakes up, his world's still in pieces, just the way you left it. Oh, his manners ain't so bad. The Triggers, my brothers, bravest men I ever knew.
Mm. A ranged weapon. Oh. Okay.
It ain't too late to unlock the potential of this place. We need an awful big lost and found under the circumstances.
So, while zealous, 2% damage. Huh, cool. Special bullet lodges inside the target and explodes shortly thereafter. Bullets cripple foes, extra damage. Back to these again. Okay, let's see. Cripple foes or damage. Gun barrels that secrete a tranquilizing agent. Okay. Barrels built to achieve superior muzzle velocity and stopping power.
You never guess those things been to the wilds and back.
Damage or faster throw reload.
When you've got a solid balance, you've got what you need.
Right, okay.
It's no longer a weapon, it's a precision instrument.
Okay. Getting some help by counter blocking them. Getting a foe. Okay.
Old brandy is thicker than paint. Makes your skin feel as tough as knife bark. The shards are getting harder to find.
Shard detected. Proving ground. Right, this proving ground. We want to reduce our health to a third, so we deal critical damage and auto kill everything. Uh-huh. Okay. At this point, we don't need Were Whiskey or the Stabber Synth. Okay. I think this is what we're going to try.
Sour, it'll perk you right up when you're feeling low.
Okay. So, we still don't want to do too much getting hit. That was reckless and stupid and had consequences. But okay, I think we're going to pull it off.
A good enough run, Ken Dawson can get you promoted to captain on the spot.
Aha. Okay, cool. Marshals were instruments in restoring peace after the Euro-Carolingian War.
The wilds ain't so scary now, are they?
Mm-hmm. Brush a sweep. Slashes out at all foes in the vicinity, shoving them away. Huh. Or a platoon. Okay.
The service for all the men and women who serve Zealandia.
Moving across the countryside. Pieces. Army elite visited this place for training and competition.
That's Trigger Hill, where the Army's elite became the finest marksmen in the land.
Okay, let's go to Trigger Hill.
Zealandia's army only took the best, and the best of them trained on Trigger Hill. The Triggers believed they were nothing without their rifles. Nothing beats the feel of shooting a Zealandian army carbine. Sometimes you had to take care to steady your shot. The Triggers had clearance to modify their guns however they chose. Some felt the course was too easy, so the Triggers spiced things up a bit. Kid blows through that course like it was nothing.
Okay, trigger blitz, something coarse, and something fancy. Okay, I'm putting my dice back. Some weapons can be upgraded to punch through the defenses of armored foes. I honestly wasn't expecting it to be that easy. Just oh, that was fun. Okay.
The Ceylandian army would have recruited him in a flash.
Okay. Excellent. Shots cause greater knockback.
Now we're looking at some serious firepower. Nothing makes a gun so dangerous as a keen eye.
Okay. Bastion Building. Need fetching fizz. We want that. Reading effects. Bitter taste lingers for hours. I'll leave that for now. Here it simmers in this unstable area, which once pierced to the heart of the world. Colford Cauldron.
No risk of Colford Cauldron ever erupting again, they used to say. Guess they were wrong.
Huh. Cool. Can't wait to find the weapon that is powered up by something wrong. Which isn't here.
Not everything blew up in the calamity.
Okay.
Why, Colford Cauldron here blew up way ahead of its time. The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago. They say it filled the skies with ash and the lakes with molten rock. If you wanted to survive something like that, you had to learn to adapt.
Oh, hey.
So in a way, the beasts of the wilds, they're all survivors too.
Hey. What?
It takes a certain stubborn pride to keep on living in a place like this. As for us, we learned an awful lot from Colford Cauldron. That learning led to some interesting inventions. The raw power of the world fell right into our hands. cauldron's fires became an addiction. Can't fault our people for that natural curiosity now, can you? Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here. But we discovered other things we're better off not knowing. The unforgiving scent of sulfurous dirt. Taste the air so hot it sticks to your lungs. All sorts of awful things crawling out of the You can cook those things, but you can't eat them.
Ah, there's penetration against those guys. Heck a
I
nest.
thought we'd find so much life in all that ash. We kept on sifting through the cauldron's secrets anyway. The more ash we swept aside, the more light we found. Place as inhospitable as they come. But still, we pressed on. After all, when we look down inside Culford Cauldron, look down through all the smoke and flames. We saw in there the heart now laid bare by the calamity. We had to have it. As for the kid, he just has to get that shard out of there. Too bad taking that thing woke up every last stink eye from here to Charleston Bog. Kid's thinking he's got to trek all the way back around the cauldron. Luckily, the cauldron cooked up a little shortcut for him. Sure, it ain't the most convenient path. Biggest stink eye he's ever seen's waiting for him on the other side. Well, it ain't polite to stare. Where there's one stink eye, there's always more. Cauldron's tenants all gather up to bid the kid a fond farewell. Kid, don't shed your tears for With a good spyglass, you can still see the cauldron from the city. But all the fires died out. There's nothing left of it.
Try completing vigils in the memorial. Okay. Lower shards. Try completing vigils in the memorial.
It comes back looking like the inside of a chimney.
He has no chimney. Burning carousel.
We're all a little short on friends these days, so that's a welcome sight. The culture, a still life of old unwanted keepsakes.
Defeat 20 foes with one continuous attack without taking damage.
They said the wild could never be tamed. If only they could see us now. Now we can light them up or pin them down. Maybe both.
Something heavy. Attacks ignore armor.
He put some finishing touches on the business end of that thing.
Spear per throw or attack to ignore
Any
armor.
brusher's pike can cut to the bone, but that one can cut through it. At least it won't get cold round here with that thing around. On the inside, a fire bellows ain't nothing like its more popular air-spitting cousin. The shard works like a charm. Me and the monument's heartbeat again.
Okay. True Distillery grants access to potent spirits from private reserve.
Just the occasion to crack open the distillery's private reserve.
Falling malt, reduce damage from falling by falling on foes. Black rye, +2 black tonic capacity. Live wire, surviving an attack that would have brought you defeat. Life wine. So we've got squirt cider, which boosts health. Item collection. Continue. And survive a lethal attack. Oh, and Bastion Bourbon, which
Live
increases
wine's
heat.
so rich, they say it's brought men back from the brink for one last taste.
Knows where to train with different weapon loadouts. Also to
There's something you should know about the kid.
complete
But let me
memorials.
take it from the top. The past catches up with the kid. Hardly had a moment's rest since all this started.
Hmm.
Fair to say he's led a hard life. Supposing what he says in his sleep ain't no lie. He never knew his old man, but he had his mama to take care of. Frail thing with pure white hair like his.
I wonder if we can cheese it. Defeat 20 foes with one continuous attack without taking damage. Okay. We'll try one more time and then we finish up for the night.
Ever tell you how the kid got himself wrapped up in this mess to begin with? Up with a kid. Hardly had a moment's rest since all this started. Fair to say he's led a hard life, supposing what he says in his sleep ain't no lie. Never knew his old man, but he had his mama to take care of. Frail thing with pure white hair like his. Having his mama's hair did the kid no favors while he was growing up, but he learned to hold his own out there. School ain't working out, so the kid signs up for a turn on the rippling walls. Make his mama some money. Thanks to folks like the kid, the walls kept Ceylondia safe from whatever's out there. The elements, the earth, you name it. Once the kid done his time, he hurried on home. Turns out his mama's time was done too. The city had nothing for him. The money he'd been sending home was nowhere to be found either. So what'd the kid do? Why, he went right on back to the walls for another 5 years. In the history of Ceylondia, nobody's ever volunteered for a second shift on the walls.
Ah.
Out there, kid learned to fend for himself. Learn to build. Learn to break. In time, the kid earned good standing with the marshals. They trusted him to scout out farther than anybody. One night, on one of his expeditions, the ground beneath him shuddered, cracked, and split apart. He saw nothing where the world used to be. The calamity happened just like that. All the kid had to work with was his hammer and the clothes on his back. Through twisted streets, he ran with nothing but the city crest and an old stranger's voice to guide him. Willie finally arrived at Ceylondia's vaunted safe haven. He and no one else. But then, all he got was more thankless work from a man who ain't even asked his name. Sure, I may be the one who dreamt up the walls and the Bastion, but the kid made them real, not me. I'd like to say I'll never forget him, or what he's doing, what he's done. I surely would.
Huh. Cool. Kilonya's westerly border, while the rippling wall faced the east. Huh. Ceylondia. Oh, hey, there's an update. Cool. Oh. Okay, I think.
The cinders kept the city good and warm, made it thrive.
About 3,000 more. And one more enemy type.
We spotted a pecker carrying a shard to Mount Sand.
Rady incinerator. Smash it. The scrapyard can always be burned.
Brady incinerators where we sent off all our trash to be burned or be eaten by the wilds.
Okay. Two against armored foes such as lunkheads and wallflowers.
Welcome to Grady Incinerator, home of the hottest wings east of Ceylondia. In all seriousness, the incinerator was a dump, and it had a problem with peckers.
Fry peckers before time
Plus,
expires.
the things would swoop in and spread trash all around until we started using a flyer. We couldn't just torch them all at once. We had to use restraint. Wasn't any other way to teach those peckers some respect.
Okay, special fire ability, something sharp, and something foul. Cool. Okay. Well, that was really productive. I'm glad I did that. Went well.
Who knows why we fought so hard to defend our own trash?
Attack speed.
Now that's what I call a knife.
River bolster or a bolster. Blade junction used by Ura Huntsman, optimized for throwing. Light ridge between the blade and grip, which gravers use to enhance their agility. Increased attack speed, distance when firing. Okay. Okay. That's it for tonight, so... farewell.